Hello friends, welcome to our channel. This next video is on lesson plan about geography topics. After the index section and the presentation area, the lesson plan presenting about the topic soil, and the second was on water. The most important topic for the geography lesson plan is water. This lesson plan is on class 7 and the topic is water. Firstly, you should mention the important section, roll number, subject, class, section, topic, date, time, duration, period, and the instructional as chalkboard, decision pointer, chart, model, pictures, etc. Previous knowledge, you should mention the student will aware for water uses and their sources, instructional objective knowledge, understanding general aim to let them aware about various sources of water and distribution of water bodies. Specific objective as mentioning the let them know about ocean curriculum. This is the statement of classroom aim, record book on teaching practice of geography. Here I made the 3 section, objective and specification section, learning, teachers activity and the student response. The objective specification is to check the attention. The specification and objective is for to check previous knowledge, to link past experience with the present knowledge, to student become more curious to gain knowledge, understanding it, and the knowledge students for recalls it, skills student for learn the skill by observing the chart paper. The learning teacher activity means the activity by the pupil teacher. This is the question for checking the attention. Just like, can we live without water? The student will respond, no, it is impossible to live without water. Then next, to check previous knowledge, what is the uses of water? To drink water and also use it to bath, washing, etc. The third question is linking about the past experience with present knowledge. This is picking a question like, what is the sources of drinkable water? Lakes, rivers, ponds, etc. Students become more curious to gain knowledge. This type of question is like, can we drink ocean water? No, we can't drink because it contains salt. And the next question is, how is water bodies distributed? And this question is problematic for the student. Now you can announce the topic. Like today we are going to teach about the water. Teacher will explaining their presentation of ocean, water, saline in available. This is the blackboard word section. The blackboard section must be included the introduction part and the description of the related topic along with the important keywords. This is the lesson plan. Next step, teaching steps, teaching points, pupil teacher activity and student response. The teaching points is including about the process by which water change its from and circulate between ocean, atmosphere and island. It's called water cycle. This is the main keywords, water cycle. Here I wrote about water cycle on blackboard. The process by which water changing its form and circulate between ocean atmosphere and Iceland. The next topic is about the major sources of fresh water are river, ponds, springs and glaciers. Ocean circulate. Here I am also mentioning waves are formed when gentle wind scrapes across the ocean surface. And the next is ocean circulate. Waves or flaps from when gentle winds cross the ocean surface. The next topic is I am starting the next topic, but before, very important to pick up the question like according to people teacher activity, what is waves? The student response: wave when the water on the surface of ocean rises and the falls. Alternately, it's called waves. What do you mean by tsunami? The earthquake with large amount of ocean water and a huge tidal wave from called tsunami. The student will respond, but before you are explaining it to the on the your blackboard section. What is tsunami? When an earthquake sweeps large amount of ocean water, a huge tidal wave from is tsunami. Iceland got submerged after tsunami. The largest tsunami ever measured 150 meter, along with chart presentation you should show in your classroom. And the next question, what was the impact of tsunami on the Nicobar and Andaman Deep Samu, which was the highest tsunami measured? The third question, will listen carefully, the student will respond. Iceland got submerged after tsunami. And the fourth is like the largest tsunami ever measured 150 meter. The student will absorbing the chart to reply their answers. But it's depend upon your presentation and your explaining point of view. The next section is about recapitulation. Recapitulation is testing the student gain knowledge, which is the major sources of water. The student will learn river, ponds, springs and glaciers. Why tsunamis get float in that sea? Because increased solid can't make it dense. The next question is, what do you mean by salinity? The student will respond, salinity is the amount of in transparent is 1000 of water. What is terrarium? It is an artificial enclosure for keeping small house and plants. The next is application and evaluation. You should must ask this type of question like filling blanks, quiz question, or match the following because of testing the students gain knowledge. The water of ocean is dot dot dot. This one will fill up this, and this you can ask the 3 or 4 out of questions. Homework section must be for the practice the student about gain knowledge. The third lesson plan is on soil. This all the parts of is like instructional aid, instructional objective and the previous knowledge testing. The previous knowledge testing is must, and after that you should present the lesson plan when you got the problematic student in any question to respond their answers. This is the presentation area, teaching steps and teaching points, introduction parts, statement of aim, objective and specification. Like further I tell you to check the previous knowledge, to check attention, to link past experience with present knowledge. And here the experience and response when you ask the question, the paper teacher activity, and this is the student response. This is the blackboard work mentioning about the soil, description, the mixture of rock particle and the humuscal soil. Types of soil is like loamy, clay, sandy soil. Soil profile, a vertical section through different layers of the soil. Humus means the dead metals in the soil is called humus. You should put out some question, and important description must be here on the baby work, and the presentation area is very descriptive for the student teaching steps, teaching points, and one after another you must be explain about the soil and also about its topics. I'm showing you, I'm not reading as well as, but you can pause the video and note. And the last is home assignments. Paper teacher will give some homework regarding the topic to develop their knowledge and skill of the student. I am repeating the lesson plan presentation. Friends, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. And you like the any other topic and need the lesson plan, please comment me in comment section. I will definitely try to make. Thank you so much for watching. And I am sure this video is very helpful to you. Thank you.